Oh, who's that bag of Just kidding, it's me. Oh god, they're getting the bare minimum. I mean, not that I really give you the maximum physically, but today you're getting straight up the bare minimum. I've got a bit of a sickness, but the show must go on. This mug feels very appropriate today. Hi, welcome back to my channel. If you've never been here before, I'm Fat Sajak, and normally I don't sound like Kathleen Turner fucking a bag of cats. I'm missing a nail. This is what happens when you do your gels at home. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I'm barely hanging on, but I'm here today for you, for me, for us, for this thing we call life, as Prince once said or something. I didn't think we'd be here with a Teen Mom update so soon, but I have some things I want to yell about. So if you're in the Teen Mom know, you probably already know what I'm going to yell about, and if you're not, well, I'm going to yell cranberry hibiscus in case Alani wants to sponsor me. Now you have competition. Could you imagine? Okay, enough messing around. It passed, I think. Although I still have the wonky eye going on. Oh, I always have a wonky eye going on. Anyway, obviously like the video. Links down below to help hurricane victims, help families in Palestine. There have been some truly gruesome images coming out of Palestine lately, and God, anything we can do helps. So if you feel so inclined, check that out. Also, make sure you're registered to vote. We have like less than 3 weeks until the United States election, so please make sure that you're registered to vote. There's a link down there. It makes it really easy. Just fill in all your information. It goes, yeah, you're registered to vote. Make a good choice. And also, obviously, all my social media. Patreon channel memberships, merch, Amazon storefront, all that good stuff. It's all down there, too. Okay, let's get into the video because that's a lot of self-promotion.
Well, Janelle.
Thanks, Babs. Anyway, exclusive. Jenelle Evans sends son Kaiser to live with his grandmother in Tennessee. Let it sit. Let it sink in. Let it sink in. So if you don't know anything about Jenelle Evans, I don't know what you're doing here. But quickest of recaps, okay? Otherwise, please check out the playlist because it's important for context. Because if you don't have the context when I'm about to talk about Jenelle, you're going to be like, wow, Sajak is fucking mean. But Jenelle is... what is the word I'm thinking of? Like, trash. So Jenelle, if you're unaware, obviously became famous for being on 16 and pregnant, eventually teen mom. She, when her son Jace was just a baby, she signed over rights to her mom Barbara because she was out partying all the time. Ow, I bit my tongue on that one. I don't know, I feel like a princess. Oh, who's she? A discarded bag of dick. Jenelle has Jace. Jenelle signs over custody to her mom. Jenelle spends all of her time partying, getting high with whatever new chick of the month was there, getting engaged. She ended up on heroin. She ended up marrying a guy because they were so strung out on heroin. She got knocked up by him. She had an abortion. And then immediately met a new guy, Nathan, and wanted to start a family immediately. Like literally it felt like 4 seconds after they met. They decided they wanted to have a baby. Literally so soon that when she got knocked up the first time with Nathan, she was actually her body was still miscarrying the aborted fetus. Like it read pregnant, but she wasn't pregnant. She was just still having an abortion. Like it was still working its way out. That's how soon. Which is why I always wondered if there was truth to these stories about MTV giving bonuses to these girls and women for having more kids. But I don't have any concrete proof of that, so that's neither here nor there. Second time's a charm, though, because she gets knocked up with her son Kaiser. Of course, her and Nathan break up. within like a year of that. Then she moves on to David, because being single is for the weak, apparently. She moves on to David. They get knocked up. She has her daughter Ensley. They get married. He's abusive. According to Janelle, according to what we've seen, according to police calls, according to the fact that he shot their family dog in front of their children, and the way we have seen David treat Kaiser just on the show alone is enough to be concerned. So eventually Janelle gets custody back of Jace, now that he's 14, 15, whatever. She gets custody back of Jace. Jace runs away. He said that David tried to strangle him, and he had marks on his neck. Because of it, he ran away from Janelle twice. He was then sent to live with Barbara. He ran away from Barbara. Eventually, he was returned to Janelle. Janelle recently left David. You know, I understand when people are like, yes, Janelle did it, because, like, you want to root for people leaving domestic violence situations always. But the thing is that every bit of this is such a pattern with her. Every boyfriend she's ever had has been abusive. She's been in these volatile, physically violent relationships mutually. And I would love to see it, but, like, I feel like if you know Janelle, you know, to not even bother to praise her or get your hopes up, because she's just gonna shit in your bathtub, you know what I'm saying? So she met a new guy, August. She moved to Las Vegas. She's got Jace back now. She's back filming with Teen Mom. So that kind of catches you up to speed. But now that she's got a son back, now she's getting rid of another one. And let's find out why. Again, from the Ashley. Janelle Evans is busy living it up in Las Vegas, spending time with her boyfriend, and taking her kids places in Sin City to film social media content, according to the Ashley sources, though the Teen Mom star now has one less kid to feature in her videos. The Ashley sources tell her that Janelle recently sent her middle child, Kaiser, to Tennessee to live with his paternal grandmother, Doris Davidson. Janelle flew with Kaiser to Tennessee recently, the source tells the Ashley, adding that Janelle's boyfriend, August, stayed with Ensley and Jace while Janelle was gone. They have been together for like 5 minutes. I would be goddamned. I wouldn't even leave my children with someone I know and trust. I cannot imagine just being like, hey, new boyfriend, watch my 2 kids while I take this one to get rid of it. Kaiser's not able to go to his school in Vegas any longer, so Janelle sent him to Doris's. He is supposed to stay there until school gets out for summer break at least, the source added. The Ashley is being intentionally vague here and not posting all the info in hopes it will preserve Kaiser's privacy. The source claims that Kaiser was not aware that the trip was long-term and only found out when he arrived that the plan is for him to stay in Tennessee. He was upset, the source says. That is vile. That is absolutely vile. I don't know if it's the mom in me, or because I haven't slept in 2 days, or the full moon, or the emotional support laundry, but oh my God, it makes me want to cry. I cannot imagine getting on a plane with my child. Who thinks what? Like he's gonna go visit his grandma, or like me and mom are gonna go have a fucking vacation together by ourselves. Like the extreme like neglect emotionally and physically that Janelle and David both had for Kaiser, plus Nathan is no longer really in the picture, he's been in a lot of legal trouble, is so heartbreaking. Like that kid has been screwed from day one, and it's, you know, I understand, like people feel for Jace, I feel for Jace. He's been through so much, and that kid is going to have a hell of a therapy bill. And he's had his entire life documented on Teen Mom, you know. There's so much there that's going to mess him up. But Jace was like, in some regard, and that's no really comparing childhood trauma, but like Jace was treated as like the golden goose that Janelle was like always trying to get back, and like, you know, my mom won't let me and stuff like that, you know. So like Jace was always a goal, whereas like Kaiser was always an afterthought. And I can't imagine getting on a plane with my son and him not knowing that he is not coming home with me. That is, I can't even think of a word. That is so cold and horrible and heartbreaking. I cannot fathom it. I can't fathom doing it. I can't fathom. Oh my God. I'm like, because ultimately, like, yay, Kaiser's in a safe, happy place because Doris seems You know, Doris tried to take Janelle and David to task in previous years. It was documented on Teen Mom, based on, you know, hand marks that she found on Kaiser, and Kaiser saying that David was physically abusive toward him. She has always kind of been in Kaiser's corner, fighting for him the best she can, it seems like. So I'm happy that Kaiser will be somewhere where he's like safe and might have a shot at consistency and stability in some regard, and it might be the best thing that ever happens to him. But the circumstances around that are so fucking sad. It makes me so angry. It makes me so angry because Janelle sat around and cried and complained about how she, you know, she doesn't have Jace back. I don't have Jace back yet. I don't have Jace back yet. And meanwhile, she's got this sweet little boy who also needs her attention, who also needs, you know, his mom. And then she had a girl, and it was, oh my god, I have a girl. Oh my god, I'm so happy I have a girl. Like, Kaiser is going to be permanently fucked up from this. Period. Point blank. There is no undoing a feeling of being unwanted as a child. Like, that is so fucking sad. Ooh. Fans on Janelle's social media accounts have noticed that the Teen Mom Next Chapter star has posted new videos showing her 7-year-old daughter Ensley and 15-year-old son Jace, but that Kaiser has not been seen in any of Janelle's recent posts. Janelle has yet to address his sudden absence, and it is not known whether or not Kaiser will come back for visits with Janelle. The source added that Doris currently has another grandchild living with her and is hoping that her son Nathan Griffith will be able to leave Las Vegas, where he's currently taking part in yet another court-ordered rehab program, and come to Tennessee to be near her and Kaiser once he's legally permitted to. As the Ashley previously reported in July, Nathan was given one last chance to attend and complete both a residential treatment program and then a veterans intensive outpatient treatment program. Nathan had been in jail for months before being transported to the residential rehab last month. If he doesn't complete both treatment programs and follow the other terms of his probation, Nathan will be sent to prison for a term of 12 to 48 months. He's currently not allowed to leave the state of Nevada without written permission from the Division of Parole and Probation. Janelle's other kids, 15-year-old Jace and 7-year-old Ensley, are still living with Janelle in Las Vegas, for now. Despite Kaiser going to Tennessee, nothing has changed in terms of the custody situation, as Janelle currently has full custody of the 10-year-old. So, fuck. So it's my understanding, I didn't want to, like, dive too deep because I feel the same way that the Ashley does. Like, I don't want to overstep when it comes to a child. But I will say that according to LB, who reports on a lot of Teen Mom content and appears to have a lot of really close sources, evidently Kaiser was caught vaping. He's 10. I guess he was like, well, my mom lets me do it when he got caught, so this is all secondhand information. But don't worry, because it's not bothering Janelle in the least. She's still posting crap like this.
You're just posting that for attention. Yeah, obviously, bitch. What else would I be posting it for?
What else would you be posting? What else would you be posting? Maybe nothing? Maybe have some tact and decorum? Imagine, like, it becomes widely known news, which she knows because this girl follows the tabloids. She knows who is saying what about her. She knows that the Ashley reported this. She knows. This is the shit you're posting on your Instagram right now? You just sent your son to live with his grandmother indefinitely, and you're just at home posing for the camera, posing with your boyfriend like a fucking middle schooler. So many rumors. You better tell us where your kids are. I'm sure no one said that. No one. There's no way anybody said that verbatim. No. You do realize how psychotic you sound. That's very creepy behavior, and maybe focus on your own kids. Fuck. And I cannot stress this enough. You. I don't even think you could identify your kids, let alone take care of them. I don't owe anything to any of you. No, you don't. But you do owe a whole lot to your kids that you're treating like absolute shit. I mean, for over a decade, this woman has been on television in a well-documented fashion, treating her children like accessories, like pawns in custody battles, like fun things to take Instagram pictures with and to make content with and to make money off of. And never once has she acted like a parent.
You don't live here. You've never raised them. Don't tell me what to do.
The absolute gall and audacity it takes to ship your kid off to his paternal grandmother when shit gets hard, and then get on Instagram to tell people to take care of their own kids. People are taking care of their own kids, which is why they can recognize that you're not taking care of yours. Everything about Jenelle Evans has been a fucking red flag. And not just her as a person, because yeah, of course, but her as a parent. When her daughter Ensley was a baby, the concern online for the size, the shape of her head, she needed a helmet, which a lot of kids need for cranial shaping and to make sure that everything develops okay. It's a very, very common thing for babies to need to wear helmets. It's not unheard of. And the entire internet that followed, the teen mom situation was like, girl, get her evaluated. Her speech was super delayed. And I'm not coming for Ensley, like she's a child. She would post all these things and, obviously, she'd be like 4 or 5 years old and you couldn't really understand what she was saying. People expressed concerns for her kids for a really long time. Not just for the situations that she has put them in over the course of the past 15 years. Because, there are times when they've been around, obviously, domestic violence. Some of them got to watch David shoot their dog. Not even just in terms of those things, but in terms of neglect. There's a reason that Jace never seemed to have any visible signs of neglect.
You don't live here! You've never raised them!
Now, I'm not saying Barbara is the end-all be-all of parents, because obviously Jenelle ended up a certain way for a reason. But I will say Jace was safe with Barbara. Never showed up with marks on his neck. This just makes me so upset. It makes me so upset for Kaiser. It makes me so sad. And it makes me so angry that she feels like she has any space, place, reason to get online and to tell people to take care of their own kids. Like, girl, those of us who do take care of our kids recognize those of you who don't. You deserve all the worst things in life. Anyway, I think I'm done yelling because that's all my voice will allow. Holy shit. Tell me your thoughts below. Tell me what you're thinking. Let it all out. I dare you. I'm sure by the time I get this posted, there will be more information because there always is.
Yep, that's me. I bet you're probably wondering how I got here.
Well, if it isn't me from the future. I figured now would be a good time to share those developments that have developed over the time that it's taken me to film, edit, and upload this video, which honestly hasn't been that long. There's been a lot of developments, and they seem to be never ending. So let's get to it. On October 17th, the Ashley reported that Jenelle Evans had been under investigation by her old buddy, old pal, Child Protective Services. Teen Mom star Jenelle Evans allegedly investigated by Vegas CPS before sending son Kaiser to Tennessee. Kaiser's grandma vows to protect him from quote-unquote negativity. Now, this lady's a little bit of a Bible thumper, not really my cup of tea, but you know what? She seems like a somewhat of a safer person for Kaiser to be around. But the fun doesn't stop there. So evidently Kaiser has been in some trouble at school, and on top of being reported that he and her other daughter Ensley were not in school and playing outside, as well as her boyfriend calling 911 on her, saying that she was being violent towards him. CPS came and knocking. According to The Sun, they left a card for her because she was not home. This also comes on the heels of Jenelle's response to taking Kaiser to Tennessee to live with his grandmother indefinitely. Basically, her stating that she wants Kaiser to be able to have a relationship with Kaiser's father, Nathan, which is kind of odd considering Nathan is unable to leave the state of Nevada. He is not currently in Tennessee. So the math is already not mathing, if you know what I'm saying. And no, we're still not done because exclusive details. Teen Mom star Jenelle Evans heads to Tennessee to get son Kaiser after being blasted online for sending him to live with grandma. Nothing like a little peer pressure to make you go pick up your kid from wherever you were dumping him off. Especially when, quote, the backlash she was getting for sending off Kaiser was getting to Janelle big time, one source said. She had to go get him. I want you to sit with that for a second and realize with me in real time that the reason that this source says Janelle is going to get her son, where she dumped him off in Tennessee on his paternal grandmother, is purely because of backlash. And not because she realized she couldn't live without her son. People are just mad. And that's why. So now we know that Kaiser is back with Janelle. As for school, Kaiser is no longer able to attend his previous school in Vegas, so it's unknown if Janelle will homeschool him or try another school. God help that child's education. Doris has yet to make any public statement about losing Kaiser. On Friday, August, quote-unquote, implying that it was probably Janelle, made a statement to the Instagram account at Teen Mom Reality, in which he accused Doris of spreading lies about Janelle to the tabloids, which sounds very much like Janelle. I understand the quotes. Doris was asked if she wanted to take Kaiser because Kaiser wanted to spend time with Nathan and his family. Again, Nathan is not in Tennessee. He's in Nevada, where Kaiser lives. I just want to keep that in your brain, okay? Please remember this. Please remember this. And since Nathan just got out of jail, Janelle wanted to involve Nathan and his family in his development. But this obviously has led to a huge betrayal on their part, taking advantage of the situation for their own personal gain of God knows what. A healthy, happy child? I don't know. Because Doris is out here talking to the tabloids, yet saying she vows to protect Kaiser from negativity when she is literally the one creating the negativity by spreading gossip across the internet. That I'm not saying for sure that is Janelle Evans writing that instead of her boyfriend September Moonface, but no, that's got to be 100%.
Well, Janelle.
It's twisted and sad that Janelle can't trust or confide in anyone without someone throwing a wrench in things. A wrench in things like making you go get your son. I can't with this bitch. And honestly, you would think that would be it. But it's not. There's one more thing. So as of the present moment when I am currently recording this hasn't been reported on officially by the Ashley just yet. But I want to direct your attention to this tweet where this person asked, do you know if it's true Janelle's been dropped by Teen Mom again? To which the Ashley replies, there's so much happening right now, but I will be addressing this. Good. MTV should fire her ass for good. This is what I meant earlier when I said that you should never, ever, ever, ever just let your guard down when it comes to Janelle. Because she is always going to be a really shitty person, I fear. So, anyway, those are the updates that have happened since I filmed this. Take us out, past very ill Sajak.
Thanks for being here. That's really it. Make sure you subscribe, like the video, all that good shit. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Well, Janelle.
That was makeup. Is it on my face? I wouldn't want makeup to touch my face. Make sure you're still you might want to check on me and make sure I'm okay. Somebody's got to.